Okay, and week 21 ELA. This is day 38 and 39, and we are looking at the video-based short responses. Here we've got a series of videos about the regularization plan and its effects in the Dominican Republic, people that are affected by it. So we're just going to go through today. So, class. Right now, let's look at the packet in front of us, and let's have someone read today's aim. So go ahead, Yadiel. And the first bullet point: we will be able to identify relevant details from videos to support your claims in your argumentative essays. Excellent. So in order to do that, to identify relevant details in the videos, that means that we're going to have to be able to do two things at once: to listen and view a video, and then also to be taking good notes on the video. Now, we need to be able to use those notes as details. So here's what we're going to suggest. All of this information is posted on Google Classroom. So you're going to open Classroom, not now, but when we send, and you're going to play these videos. On the space provided from your sheets here, from your packets, you're going to write down the notes that you're getting while you're watching. And these are short videos. The first one's 4 minutes, and so while you're watching, now, is it a good idea to play the video through once and just kind of write down everything that you hear while the video is playing? Like, what would be wrong with that? Yeah, if you do things that way, then you may miss something while you're writing it down. Honestly, that's why we're not playing the videos for the whole class. It's why it's an individual assignment, is because some of us need more time to write down notes. Who agrees? Yeah, I'm one of those. It takes me a while to write notes. And so we want you to be able to do this at your own pace. So what should you be doing as you're writing notes then? And that's correct. You should be pausing the video and sort of keeping the thought in your head. Also, feel free to go back and listen to something in the video again. You know how we always talk about how reading something for the second time, it makes all the information more comprehensible, more understandable. And reading something for a third time makes it all the more. It's the same thing when you're watching the video. Feel free to just move that little dial back a little bit and replay the last 10 seconds to get a quote. Sometimes I'll need to do that where I'll get part of it, but then I've got to replay it, and then I'll listen again and I'll get another part of it. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 or 4 even listens, and that's okay. We want you to be able to take that time because you're going to really need these details. Let's have someone read the next bullet point. We will be able to answer short answer response questions using details in the videos. So honestly, let's not overthink this. All of this is that instead of reading, we're watching videos. Who likes that? Right. You've complained about the reading. Yes, you have. Yes, you all have complained about the reading. I know you, and I know what you say. And you say things like, oh, watching TV is so much more fun. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch these videos, and it's just the same. We're looking for details to answer questions. And so let's look at the first short response question. We're going to we're going to come back and talk about this one together. However, as you finish this assignment, you're going to move on to the next one. Again, there's 3 videos that you're going to be answering short answer responses based on. So the first question is, according to Human Rights Watch and Dominican citizens at risk of expulsion in Haiti, how did the Dominican Constitutional Court's 2013 decision affect Dominicans of Haitian descent? We've already got ideas about this. Raise your hand if you feel like I could already answer the question how this court's decision affected Dominicans of Haitian descent. Okay, and what was this decision? What do we call it? The regularization plan. Very good. Okay, so right now we're going to take some time. You're going to listen. You're going to begin your work, and then we're going to pause you in about 11 minutes to sort of go through where you are. And some of us are going to be further along than others, and that's okay. Okay, begin. And we're back. So I'm sorry to interrupt your work. I know a lot of us have been doing great things. Mr. Vries and myself have been circulating and meeting with a few of you individually. Great job putting up the binder that shows us that you need help, but you're not just raising your hand. So let's go over some notes from the first question. And let's first of all, let's hear some of your notes. So what are some of the things that while listening to the video you were able to process as like, oh yeah, this is a good detail in answering the question? Okay? And so we listened to a bunch of details. Now let's recap. Okay, so these are the things that you just said. First, people could no longer go to school. Excellent. Does that tell us something about how the Dominican Constitutional Court's 2013 decision affects Dominicans of Asian descent? People can no longer go to school? I think so. I think we can definitely use this as a detail, so we'll give that a check. That's a good detail that we could use. How about the next one? No longer participate in government. Excellent. Now, is this a full sentence? No, it's not. Could we still use it as a detail? Yes, we could. We would need to work a little bit harder in the setup, so we would need to say something like, the court's decision affected Dominicans of Asian descent because it, quote, it made it such that they could no longer participate in government. So we'd have to set that up a little bit more, but we can fill in the holes to make the sentence a full detail, so that works. The next detail that someone included, the court ruled that they no longer have Dominican citizenship. Is that a way that the court's decision affects Dominicans of Asian descent? I think so. And I think, we'll come back to this, but I like this as like the first detail, because everything else stems from this. They no longer have Dominican citizenship. That means they can no longer participate in government. That means they can no longer go to school. Let's look at the last couple and see if it still applies. They, quote, unable to claim even their most basic rights. Is that a result of the court's decision? I agree that that is as well. And then the last quote that we were able to write down together is no longer travel without fear of deportation. Right. So that if you're a Dominican of Asian descent in the Dominican Republic following the 2013 decision, it is no longer safe for you. People often don't feel safe traveling around because they feel like, what if I run into an immigration officer? What if I run into someone who works for the government, and they're going to use this court's decision as an excuse to kick me out of the country, to deport myself and even my family. Leads to a fear. So here we've got basically two different categories of details. We've got four different tangible ways that people are having their rights violated, and then we've also got this big daddy here. The court ruled that they no longer have Dominican citizenship, which is sort of like the mother that sprouts all of the other. These are like the children of this one basic repercussion of the court's decision. Now, how do we set that up? Let's hear some of your topic sentences. Oh,